Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you remember last time, we worked on our silo for the crops. Now this thing is working really well. I do believe it's sufficient for our needs. The melons and the pumpkins, oh my word, the pumpkins. I keep emptying this out and every time I come back, the pumpkins are just all the way full again. Maybe we should just go and trade some pumpkins. Give me a second. Let me do that quickly. Okay, so as I was saying, we've been trading quite a bit with the villagers, but it seems that it does take quite a bit of time. So I'm thinking, for today, let's see if we can get a little bit of a pop of color into this area and set up a few farmer stalls here, a little bit of a farmer's market in this area where we can just quickly find a few farmers to trade with. But before we get into that, I want to show you a little something that I think looks really nice in this world. Now, when I started this episode, I almost welcomed you to Hermitcraft, and as we all know, I'm not a hermit. I don't want to be a hermit. Well, any Minecraft creator, I think, would like to be a hermit at some time, but not me now, not now. But tell me in the comments, any of you watch Hermitcraft? I've been watching quite a bit of it lately, and I've seen this one little thing that B-Dubs has been doing, and it looks pretty cool. You see the little berry bushes in the boat? He did it in his base in Hermitcraft Season 10, and I thought, well, that looks nice. Why don't I use it in my world? Now let me show you. You can do it with berry bushes, wheat, and quite a few other plants as well. And it's quite simple to do. Let me go and demonstrate, because I've got somewhere where I think I would like to do this. Let's say right in this area over here, and I'm going to do it with tall, dry grass. So we put the grass down, we put a boat down, and we simply get in the boat and row the boat and row the boat, and I think this is about perfect. Oh my, just have a look at that. A nice little addition to the floral decorations in and around the base. Now, let me go over to the sheep farm, see if I can get a little bit more wool, because I'm going to need some wool for the farmer's market, and then I will see if I can get it looking decent. You know, there is this phrase, proper planning prevents poor performance. The 5 Ps. And that is a concept that I definitely haven't gotten together yet. Because this took way longer to build than it should have. And that's all up to poor planning. or no planning. I didn't have the resources, I had to run up and down, collecting what I needed, and it meant that this took an enormous long time. But it's all sorted now, and I think this came out really cozy, nice, awesome. Now we've got a few more villages that we can trade with. 6 to be exact, so now we've got 8, 10, 12, 13 villages to trade with. I think our crops are never going to keep up with the demand. Something that I do find weird, strange and funny. So these guys are harvesting the potatoes, right? Yes, Evelyn, you are harvesting the potatoes. Then you put the potatoes into this hopper, right? Evelyn, don't run away. I want to get something. I want to know something. So you harvest the potatoes, you put the potatoes in the hopper. Yeah, yes, I think you know where this is going. Then I bring the potatoes back and sell it to you, and you pay me in emeralds. Yes? Ah, yes. I don't know how this economy is working, but it's working for me. Anyway, let's have a look at these little market stalls that I have built. So a simple little concept. I've got, start off with a composter right there so that these guys can pick up a job. I've got a little trapdoor countertop here. I surrounded it with fences, and then we've got a little bit of a iron bar and a mix of chains because I didn't want the bars to connect to each other here at the back. This is more supports to keep the roof up. And then just brightly colored roofs, which I think just adds a nice little pop of color to this area. And when we are standing down here with that grey crop silo behind it, it just adds a little bit of color, breaking the grey just a tiny little bit. Now I still need to put in a path here, and I think what I'll do, I'll just continue this path idea that I've had coming through around these farms. I'll just continue this path through here, but just a little bit of a smaller version of it. Just running through here, veering off to the side so that we can get to this villager Noreen down here, and then continuing on this way so that even Tasha could be in on the profits or paying for the profits. And then what else? I think we do need to set up a little bit of decoration over here, and I want to, at the back of these farms, build sort of a hedge, because on this side, this dirt building is going to have to change to something more appealing to the eyes, don't you think? Anyway, I think the first step would be to do the path, and then I'm going to build a few more trees like this, just small trees, nothing fancy, just basics, and I think I could just as well build one with all of you. So I think right about here. Yes. Again, poor planning. You'll see what I mean. I'll be right back. Alright, so we've decided we're going to put one of these smaller little trees right about here. Now, how I do this, and I might have seen this somewhere, I'm not 100% sure how I got to this idea, but we put a little composter in the ground. We fill it up until it's nice and full. There you go. And then we just add oops, oops, oops. That wasn't supposed to happen. Anyway, let's try again. I think this time I'll place the fence first. Then we'll fill up this little composter. There you go, that's better. And then we'll just build the fence up a little bit. Now this tree is going to have to be a little bit taller because I do want to see these guys still, but we can do a little something like this. And let's see, maybe add another fence this side and then another one on top. Then I do really like these mangrove leaves. But just to add a little pop of color, I also want to use these azalea leaves in the tree. And now this tree is a little high, so we need to get up there, and we'll start from the top. We'll just fill it in with leaves, like so. This side, and I think then we could add a few of these azalea leaves just for a little pop of color, and just a little something like that. I think I do still need maybe just one more of these azalea, flowering azalea leaves in here. Is that even the right name? Yes, flowering azalea leaves. And there you have it, a nice little tree. And just to help with the lighting in the area, I don't think we need it really, but just add a little lantern in the tree just to make sure our lighting is proper. I think let me add a few more trees and maybe put in that little path we spoke about. Now this looks really much better, I think. I do find it a little bit hard to do the decorating and the terrain decorations with the flowers, but I went around, just placed a few leaves on the floor, on the ground, a few flowers and pots, and then just a few of these empty big pots standing around. I think that just makes it look a little bit more natural, and I really like it. Let me know down in the comments what you think, but this is coming along nicely. I did try to use different colors of fences throughout just to break the monotony of only having one color of fence, and these little trees of ours just makes the area pop a little bit more. I don't want any massive big trees in the area because I think that will just overshadow everything else. So now that we do have this little farming area set up and working properly, I do want to show you something else that I came across while digging out the pit. Oh my goodness! Just look at that wandering trader. Did he spawn down there? Because surely if he spawned up here and fell down, he wouldn't have survived. But before I go down, let me just go and grab a few emeralds, because these guys do sometimes have a few good trades which I'm always interested in. So anyway, as I said, we've been digging this pit down, and I have found something which I want to show you, and I need to figure out a way to get to it in a safe manner. But while we're coming down here, you'll see we've got a few glow squid spawning in this little underground water area, and that's where I've been getting glow ink sacks. But anyway, first things first, let's go and have a look at what this wandering trader has for us. So I haven't bought any of these mini blocks yet. This is a data pack that's available on Vanilla Tweaks, but I haven't used any of it yet. I think maybe later we'll look into it. Now, unfortunately, we've got access to all of these things that this guy has to offer. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Are you okay? He seems to be okay, at least. Anyway, so what I wanted to show you, if we go down here and we just up over here, now you'll see I have placed a few torches. Hello. No. Oops. This isn't good. Oh my word, those things do hurt. No. I'm so bad at this. No. Oh my word, if I don't... These guys could just stop interrupting me. I can actually show you. It's right over here. Let's just deal with this little guy. So yeah, we've got a little geode. And I haven't had any amethysts yet, but here's going to be a good source for it. Now I would imagine that these amethysts has been growing while I've been digging our pit, so it should be pretty full and ready to be harvested already. But now the challenge is, how do we easily access this? Because as you saw, there's quite a few evil critters spawning in this little area. But I was thinking, if we, because eventually we'll have access through here, so if we could just maybe dig a little tunnel through here, and we should be able to get a really good access point for it. Okay, yes, something like this will just bring it into the pit and eventually we'll have easy access. But that, my friends, is going to be a project for a different day, because I think we have to call it here for this episode. And if you enjoyed it, which I really do hope you did, please remember to subscribe to the channel, leave a like and leave a comment as to any opinions you might have for what I can change, what I could do different, or what I should do next. Now, as you see, I'm trying to not move too far this side, because I've already gone ahead and started on the next project, which I don't want to spoil right now. So, before I do that, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will definitely see you in the next one. Goodbye.